Hello, this is a demo video of the Word Warrior Writer's Companion app that I developed. My name is Ken Kaiser and I'm presenting this to you for your approval. This is the landing page for the app when you get here. I do have a privacy policy available, terms of service, and the page describes various features and how to use it. When you initially launch the app, you'll be presented with a list of projects that you have, and it would take you to your project. The project itself, this is developed for writers. It helps them stay motivated, track their progress, and a place to keep all their notes and stay organized. So the landing area here is the basic concept, where your project file is, how many words you want your novel to be, what your start date and end date's going to be, and then it'll crunch numbers and tell you if you're on track or behind pace, or how many words you need to write or how much you need to write to hit your original target date. And you can upload some photos. As you scroll down, you get into the main workshop area. This is where a lot of the really great features are. The chapter you're currently working on, a little bit of notes, you can add a deadline to that. So if we create a deadline, you can see the deadline's already passed because I chose a date in the past. Go through the features real quick. We'll try and do this quickly. Current chapter notes area. This is a place where you can add notes for the current chapter that you're working on. Plus you can put external links to different things for resource materials or whatnot. The next is an idea pinboard. Pretty self-explanatory. These are drag and drop. You can move them around. It's just a place to keep random notes. Anything that you want to use it for. Next is a character list. You can upload photos of all the characters in the novel that you're working on. If you click on one, then you can get details of their background mannerisms, everything you'd want to know about that character. You can delete it or edit it. Editing just brings you to an edit screen, and then you can resave it. Click on one, get a little pop-up where you can see it better. Story structure outliner. This is the typical outline. Right now we have it set to the hero's journey, and everyone's familiar with that one, and these are the different scene beats that occur during the hero's journey template. But I have 8 templates to choose from, so if I was to choose a different one, the outliner dynamically changes to fit the template that you choose to use. I think hero's journey is what most people like to use. I do have the ability to export this to a PDF, and that'll give you a nice created PDF that you can look at based on what you entered into this outline. Click on a section, it gives you an example of what this section is intended to be used for, and that's where you can put your individual notes or create additional scene beats. Okay, manuscript floor. This is a Kanban board. This is real simple. When you're writing manuscript, it goes through various phases from rough drafts to complete, and this is all just drag and drop, so you can keep track of what's in what condition. Very self-explanatory, but very useful when you're working on 5, 6, 10 chapters at a time. A visual mapper of the timeline. This is very similar to the outline. You'll see these yellow cards come from the scene beats from the template that you chose. But then you have the ability to add individual scenes if you're choosing in between those beats, and those are drag and droppable. You can sort them around, move things where you want to move them, and then you can click on them to view that and see all the additional information on them. World Building Vault. World Building Vault is pretty nice. It's a place to keep track of everything in your world, especially if you're working on epic fantasies or science fiction novels where you need to keep track of a lot of information. These categories, you can delete them if you want, or you can create a new custom category. Just call it whatever you want and give it an icon, and now we have that new custom category. It'll tell you how many entries you have in each category. So for my sample right here, if we went to custom geographic locations, you'll see I have a couple of locations here. If you click on this one, Wheeler Customs, you get all the information about it, and you have the ability to upload a photo if you have a reference photo. And you also have the ability to put in links if you have research links or things that you might need outside of the app. Then we have the writing room itself. This is very self-explanatory. I filled it with gibberish for now, but we do have a sprint timer, and we have a word count goal, and you can come in here and just type and